Assume the state of your desire, live in the conviction of its truth. Neville Goddard. Ever ponder the path to fulfilling your ambitions? Ever felt adrift or discouraged when contemplating the pursuit of your desires? The narrative we're about to unfold may radically shift your outlook on life and your aspirations. During a 1951 Los Angeles lecture, Neville Goddard shared an anecdote about the scientist Robert Millikan, who set an intention for himself and brought it to fruition through the power of visualization and affirmation. He drew in circumstances and opportunities that culminated in the achievement of his goal. You'll learn how to harness these principles in your own life to reach your targets more effectively and with greater consistency. Bear in mind that knowledge is a treasure that remains yours unfailingly, and action is the crucial element in actualizing what we learn. Embark on applying the insights from this moment forward. Ensure you view the entire video to fully grasp the imparted teachings. Before we proceed, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to access more exclusive content like this. If this video serves you, please share it with at least 2 acquaintances so that this valuable knowledge can reach and assist more people. Gratitude to all. A journalist once recounted to me how the esteemed scientist Robert Millikan had set a vision for himself in his youth, despite his poverty and lack of experience in his eventual groundbreaking work. He distilled his vision of success and security into a succinct affirmation, a statement suggesting his vision was already in the present. He recited this affirmation repeatedly until the concept of success and security saturated his mind, expelling all contrary thoughts. Here are Dr. Millikan's words: "I possess a thriving, steady, independable income that aligns with integrity and mutual benefit." Let me reiterate, I possess a thriving, steady, and dependable income that aligns with integrity and mutual benefit. Feel encouraged to inscribe this affirmation in the comments and begin its practice in your daily life. As I've stressed often, everything hinges on our self-perception. What we refuse to acknowledge as true for ourselves cannot evolve in our existence. Dr. Millikan scripted his vision in the present tense, first person. He didn't say, "I will achieve success, I will find security," for that would suggest absence. Instead, he transformed his future vision into current reality. "I possess," he declared, "a thriving, steady, and dependable income that aligns with integrity and mutual benefit." The dream of the future must transform into the present reality in the seeker's mind. We must live in imagination as we would live in flesh if we attained our goal. The soul animates itself in the scene it imagines, taking on the consequences of that imagined act. Without self-placement in the scenario, one remains untouched by its outcomes. The essence of this teaching is to elevate our consciousness, to stir the utmost within us towards self-reliance and self-assertion. That which stirs the utmost within us serves as our guide and restorer. The initial word of amendment or healing is always rise. To grasp the recurring scriptural directive to rise, it's vital to understand that the universe, interpreted inwardly, consists of infinite levels, with one's essence defined by their position within this range. As we ascend in awareness, our world reconfigures in alignment with our new vantage point. The individual who emerges from their prayer improved has indeed had their prayers answered. To alter the current state, we, like Dr. Millikan, must ascend to a loftier plane of consciousness. This ascent is achieved by affirming our present embodiment of our desires, by adopting the sentiment of the wish fulfilled. Life's drama is psychological, sparked by our attitudes rather than our actions. Escape from our present situation comes only through a profound psychological shift. Everything relies on our self-regard. What we negate for ourselves shall not flourish in our life. We're often reminded of the humble, the gentle. Yet, what is true gentleness? It isn't the stereotypical, submissive doormat. Those who reduce themselves to insignificance have lost touch with the life that the true intent of the Spirit seeks to mold after its likeness. One's measure should not derive from life as perceived, but from figures like Dr. Millikan, who, despite his humble beginnings, dared to affirm, "I possess a thriving, steady, and dependable income that aligns with integrity and mutual benefit." Such individuals embody the gospel's meekness, the inheritors of the earth. In the original texts, The term meek opposes resentment, it signifies domestication, akin to the taming of a wild creature. A tamed mind can be likened to a vine, and we might say, behold this vine, once wild, with unchecked vigor sprouting haphazard branches. Yet, pruned, it grew orderly, eschewing needless foliage, and now, as you observe, yielding these clean, abundant clusters, thanks to the prudent hand that groomed it. A gentle man is one of self-mastery. He is so disciplined that he perceives only the finest, thinks only the finest, he embodies the counsel, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honorable, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, meditate on these things. We reach a heightened state of awareness not by subduing our passions, but by cultivating our virtues. Verily, a gentle man governs his moods, and his moods are exalted, for he knows he must persist in an uplifted state. If you aspire to walk at greater heights, I am convinced all can, as Dr. Millikan altered his life's trajectory. I deem Dr. Millikan's method of rendering his desire into a present reality vital for any truth seeker. Its purpose, to foster mutual benefit, aligns with the universal aim. Imagining the common good is far simpler than centering our imaginations on selfish ends. Through imagination and affirmations, we possess the power to transform our world, to shape our future. For the person of noble intent, for the self-disciplined, this is a natural course of action. Let us all become such disciplined individuals. If you observe carefully, you'll detect a swift resonance to all your moods in this message and can fine-tune the circumstances of your daily existence. When we grasp the link between mood and circumstance, we embrace what befalls us. We understand that everything we encounter is a fragment of ourselves. To craft a new existence, we must initiate with a mood shift. Each favorable mood of man is the unlocking of a door to a higher plane for him. Let us mold our lives with a benevolent mood, a mood of sublime fellowship. Individuals, much like communities, advance spiritually as they rise toward a loftier ideal. Should their ideal lessen, they sink. Should their ideal soar, they ascend to unforeseen pinnacles. We must sustain a benevolent mood if we wish to traverse the utmost heights. Even the summits are meant to be inhabited. All acts of creative imagination include elements of emotion. Emotion is the catalyst without which no creation can manifest. Desiring to surpass our current state is not only natural but essential for progress in this world. It is common for us to seek a more splendid personal existence. It is reasonable to yearn for broader understanding, better health, greater security. As affirmed in the 16th chapter of the Gospel of St. John, hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name, ask, and ye shall receive, that your joy may be full. A spiritual revival is paramount for humankind, but by this, I refer to a genuine religious stance where each person willingly rises to embody a new and grander self-image, as Dr. Millikan did. A nation's collective wisdom is but the sum of wisdom within its individuals. Hence, I unwaveringly advocate self-empowerment, aware that if we ardently pursue this form of self-aid, that is, embodying a grander self-concept, all other forms of aid will naturally follow. The ideal we strive for eagerly awaits its new manifestation, yet without our human embrace, it cannot manifest. We must assert our present embodiment of our aspirations and live as if they are our reality, knowing, as did Dr. Millikan, that our assumption, though perhaps fictitious externally, will, if maintained, crystallize into fact. The impeccable individual does not judge by what seems, he judges rightly. He envisions himself and others as he wishes them to be. He listens for what he desires to hear, he utters only goodness. He acknowledges the truth, and the truth liberates him, guiding him to benevolence. The truth will free all humankind. Our spiritual renewal is at hand. Character is predominantly shaped by the focus and persistence of intentional attention. Think with integrity, and divine thoughts will satiate the world's longing. Speak with veracity, and each word you utter will become a fecund, living seed. Live with authenticity, and your life will embody a profound, noble belief. We trust this video has inspired and aided you. Should you find value in this content and wish to delve further into such learnings, leave a comment below sharing your insights and experiences. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for access to more exclusive content. Together, we can forge a potent, inspiring community, ever striving for the pinnacle of our existence. I thank you for joining this journey of personal metamorphosis and growth. Warm regards, and I look forward to our next encounter.